Hey guys, it's Pam from the Technology Committee. I just wanted to share with you a couple little tidbits about using Google Drive. As a Technology Committee, we wanted to give you guys a chance to learn about technology in many different ways, and we realized that everyone's at different points. So if you use Google Drive daily, you could stop watching right now. I'm not going to be teaching you anything you do not know. However, if you do not use Google Drive, and when somebody says they shared something to you, you freak out, you might want to watch. Google Drive is amazing. It's a great way to organize. It's a great way to collaborate. And there's so many different ways that you can share with both your students and your colleagues. So I'm just going to give you the basics for how to create folders and how to share files in Google Drive. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Google Drive. And here it is. If you're not sure how to get to Google Drive, just know that it is obviously through Google, but NHA does have an account for you. So I'm actually going to open a new tab right now. So if you were opening a new tab, it would likely have you on a just Google page like this. Hopefully you're already signed in, but if you don't see your little pretty face in the corner there, you can click on the sign in button and sign yourself in. Once you're signed in, these apps, these little squares, that's where you're going to want to go to get to anything Google. So when I click on those, I can see right below that there is my Google Drive, along with Gmail, my account, Classroom, which is going to be the subject of other tutorials in the future. But right now, I'm just going to focus on Drive. So I would click on Drive, and sure enough, it brings me right back to my Drive. Okay, so now that you're in your Drive, what do you see? For me, because I use it every day, I have my quick access documents, things that I used recently. You can see that I'm in a Zap room every day, along with Nancy Grace. Those of you who are anxious for your pennies for patients counts, I've been updating those with some bank information I received yesterday, and then so on and so forth. So what I have is a whole bunch of folders down here: first hour, second hour, third hour, 20 time, etc. Now, these are folders that I've created to help organize my class. As a 7th grade ELA teacher, I have multiple hours of students, and within those hours, we have, different assignments. So what I did was I made folders. Now, you might not be like me. Maybe you don't have a first, second, and third hour. Maybe you want to have a social studies folder. You want to have a math folder. You want to have a writing folder, whatever the case may be. Maybe, and I can scroll down and show you some more of my folders, but for me, I have a middle school folder as well. I have a middle school discipline folder, a parent communication folder. If I scroll down even more, I have a special ed folder. I have a student council and VHS folder. These are all things that I have to organize things for, and I like to keep them separate. I even have a random folder for things that I don't quite know where it goes. Interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how to make a folder, and then I'm going to show you what you can do with documents that you might put there. So back up to the top here. The most important thing you need to know is this plus button. This plus button gets you anything new, anything at all, anything on Google. So if you click on it, it won't do anything other than show you your options. You can get a new folder. You could upload a file or upload a folder that you already have in existence somewhere else. You could create a new document, a new sheet, a new slide. In the Microsoft world, this is our Word, this is our Excel, this is our PowerPoint. And there's even more options, which of course we will get to in further tutorials, Google Forms being an amazing one, and even more that you can add. So right now, I just want to show you what's going to happen when I click on folder. So I'm adding a new folder. It wants me to name my folder. So obviously, whatever you're going to use it for. I don't even have right now a Vanguard folder, so I'm going to go ahead and make myself a Vanguard folder. And I click create. Now that folder will show up. For me, it's all alphabetical, so it shows up down here. There's my Vanguard folder. Now I can double click on that Vanguard folder, and I can see there's nothing even there yet. Okay, so I can go ahead and create files right in here, and they will automatically show up in this folder. Up here, you can see you're in the Vanguard, and you can always go back to your drive. So I can go back to my drive. Now, I have some random documents down here, like our calendar, for example. That would go really well in my Vanguard folder. So all I have to do is click on it, drag it over Vanguard, and then I drop it in. And now when I click on my Vanguard folder, voila, there's my school calendar. So one way for you to organize your life. Now, when I'm in my Vanguard calendar or folder, or any folder for that matter, the way to add a file or a document. You go back to your new. That's kind of your hub. Let's say I want to add a document. I'm going to click Google Docs. Here's where you see what maybe in the Microsoft Word world you're more used to as a Word document. Pretty much the same features, guys. We've got our fonts, we've got our sizes, we've got our spacing and our alignment, we've got our file, edit, view, format, etc. The nice thing about Google, though, the amazing thing about Google, though, is that it is all online. So anywhere you have access to internet, you have access to your documents. What makes it even better is the collaboration feature. I know we all work very closely with our teaching teams and even with our students. And when you can easily share a document to somebody and they can see it instantly, you want to use that feature. What's even better is that you can have them see your document instantly, but they can work on your document also. So I am going to show you now how to share a document, allowing others to not only view it, but also to edit it and make changes to it. So what you want to focus on with that is the big blue share button up in the corner. When I hover over it, it says it's just me right now. Click on it. And I can, I got to name it first. Let's just name it sample. Sure, why not? Save. I can share with anyone I want. I can enter their names or their email addresses. If it's anyone from NHA, it's super easy. You literally just start typing in their name. If I want to send this to Courtney Minima, I start typing in Courtney Minima. She pops up, boom, she's in. So I can add it to as many people as I want. Let's add MJ on there. Let's add Jenna on there. Cool, there they are. So I got the people I want to share it to. Now, before I share it, I want to check out how I want to share it. There's this little button over here that says Edit Files Directly. This means that they can edit it. They can add to it. They can change it. This is a really great collaboration tool. But if it's something that you just want them to look at and you don't want to worry about them changing, you can always switch it to just view. The Can Comment option allows them to view it and to give feedback in the form of a comment, but it won't change the actual document. So those are your options. Once you've chosen your options, you just click send and boom, there it goes. Pretty easy. Now let's say I wanted to send it to the whole school. And I'm sorry, going to sit here and I'm not going to type in everybody's name. That is not worth my time. So it has this cool fancy little feature up here, Get Shareable Link. If I click this, it's going to basically turn my document into a web page. It's going to give me this HTTPS, blah, 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 blah. And I can copy that link and I can paste it into an email and send it out to everybody. Again, I have the options. Anyone with the link at National Heritage Academy can edit. Anyone with the link can comment. Anyone with the link can view. So I need to make sure I choose how I want them to see it. Once I have that in there, I click copy link. Boom, it's copied automatically. I can head on over to my mail. I can open up a new message. I can send all Vanguard a message. And boom, there's my link. Everyone now has access to my document, which is really nice. So, all right. So anyway, now I lost my folder, just kidding. So my sample over here with my shared features, I can choose who I want to send it to. And then basically MJ, Jenna, Courtney, and I, along with anybody that opened up the link, we can literally be working on this document together at the same time, making changes as needed. One example of a document where we do this in the middle school is our ZAP list. Here is a sheet that was made. We've basically got our 6th grade tab, our 7th grade tab, and our 8th grade tab. Some has been edited for the day. I know 7th grade, we already have 313 up. 8th grade still has 312 up. And we put on all the names of the students each day that have to serve a ZAP at the ZAP table. Each teacher can get in there. They can put their student's name, the date, the class it's for, and exactly what assignment they need. And we could all be adding to this at the same time, and we can all see it. It's really handy. So don't want to overwhelm you with that ZAP list, obviously, but that is just a little tutorial on how using Google Drives can make your life way more organized and collaboration way easier. Thanks for taking the time to listen.